Hi, today we see what is document splitting. From when it has started using in SAP in FICO module. Basically, document splitting is one of the feature behind new GL concepts. So if we talk about a new GL is introduced in SAP ECC 6.0 onwards. Basically, this new GL concepts are used for parallel ledgers reporting purpose and profit center or a segmental reporting. uh, if you look at in a detail, usual concepts are basically used for your reporting. Your reporting will have in a good structure so that you can analyze your financials, external statements easily and make your planning accordingly. So when it comes to SAP S4HANA, the new GL functionalities are default. It means that you no need to enhance your package, nothing like that. It will be defaulted and you can start using it. You must have to use it in SAP S4HANA. Okay, it means whoever the buying the license of S4HANA, they might use definitely these functionalities. That is needed also. And also if your existing client is using SAP ECC and he want to migrate his system to S4HANA, definitely he first make sure his existing system is activated a document splitting and it is in line. Then only it is easy to migrate your SAP ECC to SAP S4HANA. Okay. So in coming videos, we'll see what is a parallel ledger, how the ledgers are useful. Let's say in SAP ECC or S4HANA, that we'll check later. But today, let us see what is the document splitting and what does it do all about. Okay, basically, in a simple words, it is used to understand your financials based on the characteristics your client want to. Let's say it could be a segment, it could be a profit center, it could be a business area, whatever it may be. Okay, and a field he want to understand all his financial postings and he want to see a structured report. Okay, so if you talk about, there are three types. We can see here there is a passive splitting. In every interview, if you go in FSCO module, the first thing they'll ask you, have you worked on new GL? So if you say yes, they'll start asking you questions on what is the parallel ledgers accounting and what is used for, and what is the document splitting and how it is used for, how you configure it, what is the background, everything. It comes in that of sort of a question pattern. Okay. Let us see in a document splitting, you have a passive splitting. So you can simply say passive splitting only at the time for payment. When you do a payment, that time passive splitting will be activated and it will derive. So why passive splitting is at the time of payment and it cannot be modified? Because the payment, obviously you will made for the payment which are the payment is already no, you are making already the invoice which was posted. That is the reason you again no need to tell the system these are the parameters you use for a document splitting. It will consider based on an invoice what are the parameters. The same system will consider for a passive splitting. When it comes to the active splitting, here we define the predefined characteristics and the set of rules to system to consider for the splitting at the time of invoice. When it comes to the zero balance account splitting, when system has a incorrect data in a sense, system could not able to match the line items in an invoice, let's say debit wise or credit wise. If system has some mismatch, in that time the system will fetch the data and it will internally reclass as an entry through the zero balancing account which we define. Okay, with that it will have a reconciliation and it will post an entry. So if you go to the configuration part, so these are the main 8 steps we do. Let's say the last one which will be used to test the functionality. Okay, so we'll go to the system and we'll see how to configure and what is it. Before that, let me just show you in real time in accounting how this document splitting or a reporting or a profit center reporting or a segmental reporting, how does it work and how it is useful. Let us take a simple expenses invoice. Okay, let's say salaries invoice. Okay, so in this invoice what system will do, it will post an entry. The user will post an entry. Let's say salaries account he'll debit, okay, and cash or bank he'll credit, okay. So if you see here, this salaries is your P&L account, okay, it is a expenses, and this is your balance sheet account. It's a current asset you're paying, okay. So with this, if this salaries GL is created as a cost element, and this cost element, the minute you create a GL account as a cost element, when you are posting an entry, you definitely need to give a controlling object. It could be a cost center, WBS element, network, profitability, whatever, okay. And let us think you are giving a cost center. Let's say we're giving some cost center. So the cost center, let's say admin, okay. So in this cost center, if you added a profit center, let's say you added any profit center, PC1. Let us think in this admin cost center, this is a cost center, okay, this is a profit center, okay. So the next one is segment. Let's say the cost center will be having a profit center details. In a profit center you have a segment. Let's say this is a segment 1, okay. So if you have like this, the minute you post this entry, how system will read in terms of reporting perspective, you gave a cost center, and in a cost center system reads the profit center, and in a profit center system again reads a segment. So in a P&L side, we don't have any restriction, or we don't have an issue. System will fetch the information of a reporting parameter, let's say the profit center or a segment, okay. But what about this balance sheet GL account? In a balance sheet GL account, we won't have any costing objects to be aligned here. We don't normally give anything cost objects here. We know it to go. So then how system will fetch this the same information in a balance sheet also? If we don't have this reporting parameters in a balance sheet GLs, so the financial report will not give a structural details or right information. If you talk about a profit center wise, I want to see what are the balances. So you see, you don't have a no these details are filled in a balance sheet line, which is a cash. So in order to get this, if you activate a document splitting, system has a capability to inherit the details from the posting. Posting, in a sense, in this case, we have given already salaries, right? System has a capability. If you gave the details, okay, I'll capture the same here. Okay, so because you have already given in a same transaction for your P&L account, you have given particular details of a cost center, profit center, or a segment. The same mapping system will read on a proportion and it will updates here automatically once you activate a document splitting. So if you don't have these details handy, let's say I didn't create a salaries, okay. Let's say I'm posting one more entry. Let's say I'm posting rent, okay. This could be okay cash bank. This is credit. If you see here, rent GL account I have not created as a cost element. However, in my document splitting, I have activated, let's say, the profit center and segmental reporting is already activated. As I don't have this rent GL created as a cost element, I no need to add any cost center. If I try to add a cost center also, it will not allow. Okay. So means in this case, how would I get the profit center and segment details? Yeah. There are two options. One, user has to manually update the profit center or a segment, or system has to get by default. System should know if user is not trying to give any profit center or a segment details, I should get default values and populate the same. If you don't populate these values here automatically or either manually, system will not allow you to post any entry at all, because you mandatorily activated a fields for your document splitting and your reporting purpose. That is the reason there are two ways. While adding, user can give PC1, PC1. If he gives, system will read like this. This is sorry segment 1, This is segment 1. If user fills, this is fine. If user is not filling, still we have a capability. We can get the default values in a configuration, and the same value system will fetch and system will populate in a document. Okay, and these are the two ways. One, you have a cost center. With the cost center, you can populate the detail. At the other case, you don't have a proper detail. Let's say you are using for a normal transaction where you don't have a cost center logic and the normal FI posting you are doing. In that case also you have a capability to get the reporting parameters. Let's say the profit center or a segment. Let's see in a system how system is working in terms of document splitting. We'll do a configuration and we'll post some entries and we'll see the result. Okay. Let's go to the SAP and let us see. Okay, so let's go to the configuration first and let's see. I've not activated anything yet. Let us see the settings first. Okay, general ledger accounting, business transactions, document splitting. Let me just show you first the for which company code I have not activated it. So let's go to the activation part. Let's click deactivation. Let me see. AB88 is a company code which we are using for this exercise today. So AB88 company code is inactive for a document splitting. You see, inactive is activated. So it means if I post any transaction, I don't have any reporting parameter set. Okay, let's say I'll just post a simple entry now. Okay, AB88, I've selected the company code. Let me select any expenses GL which is created as a normal GL account, not a cost element. Let's say this one I'll take. Let me post some value. Test 50 have given. So some conveyance expenses I'm posting. See, 1,000 rupees I'm posting. Cash. Yeah, let me post it. You see the document is posted. Let us display the document and see the reporting. You see, as this is not a cost element, I don't have any cost center, hence I don't have a profit center, and I don't have any segment. If you go to the general ledger view also, you don't see anything. See, it means for this company code, now document splitting is not activated. Result to it, we don't see any reporting parameters or in a posting. Either manually also we are not doing, system also not doing any values from the configuration. We have not done anything. Now what we do is we'll configure the document splitting. So meantime, in a cost center, we'll create one cost center. In a cost center, we'll add one profit center. And a profit center will add one segment also, and we'll see the inheritance from the data. If you fill the cost center, how the other data is populating in a P&L line and a balance sheet line. In some cases, let's say like this, the cost we are posting to the GL, which is not created as a cost element. In that case, obviously I don't have a cost center. However, system should pick the default values. Let us see that. Let's go to the configuration first. Okay, go back. First, we need to classify the GL accounts for a document splitting. We need to select our chart of account. You see here, we need to give the ranges. Okay, these ranges basically how you create your account groups in OBG for same ranges you give. Let's say for 1000 to 1,99,000, I've created as a assets. So I've selected the category, item category as a balance sheet. For this 2 series, I have selected expenses. Okay. For this, I have selected the category 2 lakh. Okay. So for 3 series, I have used it as a liabilities. Then again, I have selected a balance sheet as a item category. For 4 series, I have selected a range for a revenue. So I have selected the item category as a revenue. Okay. This is a simple configuration. This is done. We just have to give the ranges based on your account groups and select the right item category here. Okay, this is done. As we have not done any changes, just come back. Once you have done these changes, and here in the next step, check item category settings. Here we just check what are the GL accounts we created falls under which item category. That's all. This is item category. See, based on the ranges, what are the GLs we created? Let's say 3 series. Series is my TDS on rent. Okay. So this is a liability account. See, item category is pointing to the balance sheet account. Let's say if you see any expenses GL, okay, equity, let us come little down. If you see here miscellaneous expenses, some rent account, this is under category, item category of 20,000, which we have given in a previous step. So here we just see the bunch of GL accounts as of now created under which item category. That's all we see here. We don't do any configuration here. So after that, classify a document types for a document splitting. This must be a standard configuration which we get from along with the SAP package only. We no need to do unless there is any requirement, additional requirement. You see the document type is SA. The transaction on variant is default assigned. Make sure whether these fields are assigned or not. If you don't have this assigned, you will get another. Make sure you added the standard fields here. Most of the clients will prefer to have this values used as a standard. We don't do any additions here. Okay. The next thing is we need to define a zero balance clearing account, which is a, as I told, when system is trying to do the reporting based on a profit center or a segmental logic. If at all system didn't have a balances match between a profit center and a line items of an invoice, it will have an intermediate account to have the reconciliation done. Okay. So the standard account for a zero balancing, you select the 000 as debit posting key 40 and the credit is 50. That is default, and this is also a standard key. If you want to create a your own key, you just have to copy as and you can create it. Okay, but mostly we use the standard ones. Just click on it, select your company code. Okay, so for this my liability series is 3 series, so I've created 3,21,000 is a zero balance clearing GL and I've added here. Okay, yeah, for you also you just uh, come to this, and you just before this you just go to the FS00, create a GL account, and just add that GL account here. Okay, this is also done. Next, define documents. This is a main uh, configuration. Here client will tell you, hey, I want to activate the document splitting based on the parameters. Let's say profit center is my parameter. Let's say business area is my parameter. If we say what is the parameter he want to see the reporting. Let's say in this case, if you want to go for a profit center, you just select profit center as a zero balance and mandatory field. In a certification also, this particular configuration, what you do here, zero balancing and mandatory field, how you select, what is the purpose, you have a certification interview, certification question also you have. You just select here. Let's say my client is telling, hey, you activate the document splitting based on a profit center. I'm just clicking a profit center as a mandatory field. Let me save it. Okay, let me save it. Yeah, are you sure? Yes, let us save it. Okay, the data is saved. Let us go back. So now define, this is not needed. Now here edit constant for a non-assigned process. Here we normally define a default values. A default values in a sense, in a particular invoice posting, if we have a cost center, in a cost center, if I have a profit center, I no need to have a non-assigned constant. In that time, it will pick the data values from the cost center. But however, in some cases, I don't have a cost center. In that cases, how system has to read the default values we define here. You select the constant standard, click on assignment values. You see here, these are the standard values. Let's say if I give a standard business area here, the same business area will be populated default in a transaction which user is posting. Okay, that we'll see later. I'll not add now. And also you see the profit center. If user is not giving a cost center through the profit center, in that case what you want me to take a default profit center for your controlling area, I need to define here. I've not defined here yet. Let us come back later and we'll do that. For now you just ignore. Then we'll just go and activate the document splitting now. So this is a standard constant. Inheritance in a sense, so if you give any line with a particular profit center details, the same needs to be inherited to the other balance sheet line also. And this standard account assignment also the same. For this constant, in the previously I've shown you the non-constant values, there we use the same. For this, what are the default values we give? In that case, system will pick from here. There is a reason this also you need to select and then go to the deactivate for company code. So before starting the configuration, we deactivated. Let's see, now we'll activate it. It means for AB88 company code, now we are activating the document splitting. Just save it. Okay, I want to show assign to the company code, a project data was not saved. Okay, here you just click no, save. You just click no, it will save. Data is saved. Now document splitting is active. And also if you see what is the parameter characteristic I've activated the profit center. One second, where is this? Define a document splitting characteristics profit center I've activated. Let me post the same entry before I just post that. So now see how system will behave. Now system will ask you to enter a profit center. Let's say same amount I'm posting. Let's say test. Same value and same text also. Let's simulate and let me try to post it. See, now you see the error because of the document splitting is active. Balancing field profit center in line item 001 not filled. So it means that for this line, the expenses line, we have not filled the profit center. From where this profit center system is reading, the profit center characteristic you activated in a client level. So the document splitting configuration, whatever you are doing, is your client object, and you activated for your company code also. That is the reason system is asking, as you have a profit center reporting activated in a document splitting, as you are trying to post an entry, I should show the same information reporting profit center wise. You have not filled the profit center. Please fill the profit center. That is what this error it is telling. Okay. So now what we do is we have a we'll just create one cost center. Okay. Or this is not a cost element. Let's say let us add some profit center, existing profit center if you have anything. Balance sheet. Okay. More data. Let me go. Here it is not there. Profit segment. No. Partner PC. Okay, where is it? Segment. Okay, profit center. The controlling area also AB88. Let me select something. Okay, now let me see. I've just selected a profit center now. So still it has some inconsistency. Profit segment. Let me go to more, add the same, simulate, post. So it didn't work. Okay, it has an issue. So what we'll do is now, as we have not defaulted a profit center and as we have not given any cost center which is linked to a already a profit center, so what we'll do is Let us check the existing cost centers in our controlling area. And for a cost center, with the same cost center, we'll see what is the profit center, and the profit center, what is the segment we have. We'll just check. Let me go to KS03. Let me go. Let me change the controlling area. AB88. So let me pick any of the cost center. So let's check this. For this, there is no profit center. Let me check the one with the profit center, or we can create also quickly, not an issue. Okay, profit center. This is also not there. Okay, quickly. This is also not there. Let us see. This cost center is assigned to the profit center. Okay, profit center is PCLM V1. Let us see under this profit center whether we have any segment. You see there is a segment already, bikes is there. So we can use this cost center, okay, for a posting, so that system will get the profit center information, so we'll not see that error which was seen before. Okay, let me go to the entry. Okay, let me go to the entry again. This time, as we are giving a cost center, so let me select the GL account which is created as a cost element. Okay, two series expenses. Okay, let me select admin expenses. This was created as a cost element. Let me post some value. Here I am giving a cost center this time. Okay, I'm selected the same value and the same text. Let me simulate it. Let me post it. Now I should not see that error. See, I don't see that error as I've not given any profit center. Did I give? No. I've just given a cost center. As a standard, the cost center has a profit center information. So the profit center characteristic I've activated for a document splitting. From a cost center, it has picked the profit center and also a segment. If you see the document now, this is a normal view. If you see, the cost center has come for a PNL line, and in a cost center you have a profit center, it has also come. And what is a segment assigned to the profit center, it also pick, and no, it is showing here. Now let us see the general ledger view. You see here, I didn't give anything to here, right? For a balance sheet account, I didn't give anything. However, it has inherited from the expenses line. See, it has taken the same profit center, same segment, right? So this is a straightforward case. Straightforward case in a sense, whenever you are giving a right details for a expenses line, that time system is reading the same configuration and populating the financial statement parameter. Let's say the profit center or a segment. So if I go uh, for a normal things, let's say the other case where I don't have a cost center in a posting, still I should see some default values system should take, and no, system should not throw me an error, hey, you don't have a profit center is assigned, something like that. So for that purpose, what I've created is, I'll just create a one dummy cost center. Okay, let us see the dummy cost center, and the same will assign to the standard values in a document splitting configuration. Let's say this is the dummy one. Okay, let me quickly create one cost center. So AB88 document splitting dummy. Let's say I'm putting something dummy CC, dummy CC. Let's say Umesh. Let's say some name, the person responsible, and the cost center category. I will give administration, hierarchy, it picks which was created, currency, INR, and profit center. So the profit center also will create one a dummy profit center and will assign. So let me quickly go to the profit center creation. Okay, 51. Let me create DOC dummy. Okay, document splitting dummy. I'm just creating dummy PC, dummy PC person responsible. Let me put some name. Cost center group. We need the profit center group will give the segment also. We'll just create and add that one so that it will pick. If we don't give it, there is no harm as we are activated only profit center reporting. The profit center if we give, that is fine. If you want to understand the segmental logic also in a profit center, if in a dummy profit center, if you give a default segment will also flow. If you don't give a segment, only as you need a profit center for now, the profit center will populate and your requirement will fulfill. Okay, so let me create some one segment. Okay. Dummy seg. This is my du seg is a dummy segment. Let me save it. Let me give it to the dummy profit center. Okay. So let me, while saving, yeah, we'll activate and save it. This is my dummy profit center, which will be used for reporting where I don't have a constant value inheritance from the invoice as a cost center I'm not giving, and in that case it should take. Okay, I've given. Let me save it. Cost center is saved. Okay, so this is a dummy cost center. I can give wherever I feel, but for now I just need what I need. I just need this KS03. I just need the dummy profit center. I have the dummy profit center. Now I'll go to the configuration. Okay, so as this is whenever there is a no parameter coming from my cost object, that time I should get. So edit constant for non-assigned process. Select the constant z1000 and you put the assignment values. If you want to assign like the segment whatever you created, the same dump seg you can use dump seg if you want to give. Okay, leave it. Let us see this profit center we need to add. What is the profit center you want to add? I want to add a profit center. This is a segment. Does not come at 1 second. Okay, you go to the new entries. My controlling area IB88. I'll add the dummy profit center here. Save it. Okay, dummy profit center I've given assignment. If you want to give any restricted values, let's say constant values, let's say business area I want to see something RN01, whatever you want to put, you can keep it here. The same will populate. And also segment, you want to give any constant values when there is a data flowing from the cost center, that time it will pick. Okay, for now this is fine. Let us go to the transaction f-02 and let us post the entry which was posted before. We've got the profit center needs to be filled. Okay, we'll post the normal GL entry which is a which is not created as a cost element. This GL I have not created as a cost element. I don't give any cost center. Still system should not stop me this time, and system should read the default dummy profit center I've added in a document splitting configuration and it should go. Yeah, let me post some 20,000 test. Okay, Okay, so let us simulate. Yeah, let me post. System should not give me error now. See, system did not stop me to fill any profit center. I did not fill any profit center. I did not fill any cost center. Nothing I filled. So still system did not stop me. System allowed me to post. How it has posted? Because we have given here a non-constant values, right? Here in this configuration, I did constant for a non-assigned process. Here we have given a default value for this constant. We have given a dummy for my controlling area. This profit center I have given. That is the reason system has read the profit center data from this configuration and it was allowed me to post. The same constant, if you check here, then activate document splitting, see the constant, the same constant we have given. If you have given anything else here, again you will see the error. See here we have selected two parameters. One, inheritance from the no default values, the assigned values. Let's say the cost center I've given. From there you take the values in a reporting. Let's say if I have not given anything, you take a standard account assignment which I have constant values defined for this constant. Okay. So this is the mapping. Let us see the entry now. This is the entry I have posted. Display. In general view, you don't see any reporting parameters whether they have hit or not. The minute you go to the general ledger view, you will see it. See, the dummy thing has come, dummy profit center has come. As why segment has come in a sense, segment I've added in this dummy cost profit center. That is the reason segment has come. If you want to activate any dummy segment, if you don't uh, give also you want to see any dummy uh, segment, only the thing is you just create a one dummy segment and add here. Okay, select the same constant assignment values. If you give here any values, business area or segment, if anything, if you give here system, if user gives the same system will read. If user didn't give, whatever values you maintain here in this constant, the same values will be populated. Yeah. This is how the document splitting works, and this is very easy to understand and work on also. But don't think big. It's very easy process. It's just a reporting purpose. Understand this simple logic and the configuration, and it will helps you a lot. Thank you.